kids' name were correct that you were doing the commission with?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, little Lulu, little Mang, and little Fi. So yeah.
I'll catch up.
So many travelers.
Buy some super fresh fish. Oh yeah, these are actually cheaper here than the other shop. There you go. Bought all of the fish for today.
5 times.
Alright, what's my next? Straight to the heart. In Guyan Stone Forest.
Oh, I see the difference between the two Geovishap achievements.
Oh?
One is use a shield to do it, and one is use the correct shield.
Okay.
I guess, or Geo shield, but
Or the Geo Shield.
I don't know why that. I could see that being weird.
Right. That's the part that confuses me a little bit, is because it's like there are.
Someone needs
It's
assistance.
kind of the same achievement because both can just be earned using the Geo Shield, but also they are technically different. So, but I got the one for getting, using the correct shield / Geo Shield first. And then it wasn't until like 4 or 5 fights of the Geofishap later, when I was doing it in co-op, that I got
I mean, I guess
the other one.
we sniped the shields. That's about the only thing I could think of.
I don't know.
So is Miss joining us, or?
I asked Mist, and the last thing she said was maybe. I've heard nothing since then. So
I know she's apparently had issues with Streamlabs connecting to Twitch. Because of her FGO stream.
Right.
So I don't know if that's just a issue, because she does that from her phone, since FGO is a phone application, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. She does all that from her phone.
So I do wonder. What about Mystic? See if she's going to join us.
Yeah, you could.
Someone needs
You
assistance.
could message her. I didn't even think about messaging her about it, so.
Leave it all to me.
Let's find out.
Right. Got that. Spreading evil. Defeat all opponents. Okay, so that's there and that's there. You know what? Let's go to this one, because there's a warp closer to it than there is to the other one. Once the Sealy used to be this great race, now they just serve as guides to treasure.
Rip.
That's what the loading screen said. I'm like, neat.
Yeah. So they used to be a full-on race, which makes me wonder if they used to they were always that shape, or they used to be physical beings.
Right. Rainable defense. Take the ley line monoliths from being destroyed. These generally aren't too difficult.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good
Boom.
man should.
I'll just snatch someone's level 80 Ganyu. And send Kaya after them.
I'll catch up.
Also, I'm a little surprised that these guys spawn so far away from the monolith. Oh, hi.
Steady as stone.
I don't even see you guys.
I can hear our phone
I'll
ringing.
catch up.
Hi?
Someone needs assistance.
It's a little rude.
Something Ohio. Right.
Okay.
And where's the last guy? Oh, there he is.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Okay. Which one of these do I want to grab extra? And I think I want those because those are actually kind of useful. So Venti.
Yep. Alright. Now to just go defeat all opponents. Let me switch characters in my party. Party setup. And we'll switch to Zhang Ling instead of Amber. I have so much like single player content still to do, but I'm kind of just want to wait until the world level thing comes in.
Yeah, I can understand that. Because you've got like all of Dragon Spine to do. Which actually, it is possible to be helped with Dragon Spine.
Okay.
Because I know me and Mystic did it together, or at least on my world,
Right.
obviously.
It would probably have to be somebody would join my world for that, which you know what? I have Mystic that could do that, so
I mean, when the update comes around, I won't be forced to jump 2 world levels. So.
right.
Because I'll say again, there is a chance I will. Not guaranteed. Because I'm not sure the difference between world level 3 and world level 4. And how underpowered I currently am.
I mean, the enemies basically go up to like level 60-ish. Most of your enemies are in the 40 to 50 range. So, with the next world level increase kind of pushes them up to the 50 to 60 range. So, the 1 jump is not much. The 2 jumps is ridiculous because they go up to level 70, but you're not able to even access level 70 until the previous world level. So... Spreading evil. Mission accepted. Is this the area? Oh yeah, it is. It said 5 enemies and I only saw 4, so I got confused.
Time to clean up.
But I see the 4th one now.
Here's hoping one day they decrease the resin regen time.
Right. Unfortunately, that's one thing that there's a pretty good chance that they won't change. Because it's a gacha game. It's meant, gacha / free-to-play. It's meant that you're supposed to, like, spend forever to do anything. Because supposedly that keeps players invested. Personally, I feel like spending forever to do anything in a game would push me away from it, but...
Well, the thing about that is, it wouldn't change a thing. Or it wouldn't cause them that much loss, because the people that don't have... Or the people that would spend the money to get the stuff would still do it.
Right.
Because it's quicker. And that's why they would spend it. Then,
Right.
Waiting... Like, every 12 hours you have enough to do it. So you can do it twice a day in comparison to once a day.
Right.
Because that's pretty much how it is. If you want to be perfectly efficient, you can do it twice a day, yes. But you wouldn't have... Like, I spent resin about 4 a.m. this morning. And I'm not even at 100 resin. After nearly 12 hours.
Wow.
10 hours technically, because she's still 2 hours away, but that's a slow recharge time.
Right.
Like, I'm barely even halfway to full. And in a game where, there's a thing that says, use 150 daily. There's probably a reason it says 150 and not 160.
Right.
Because if you played... let's see, it takes 8 minutes to... let's do some math, shall we? If it takes 8 minutes to revitalize a 1, and then you need 160 to be full, that's 1,280 minutes divided by 60 for hours. That's 21 hours, or 21.3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit of time.
That's a bit of time. Well, I think the other reason that it's 150 is because when the game initially launched, 150 was the full amount.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
120.
120, that's right. Yeah. You're right.
But the fact that they changed it opens a precedent for them, at least cutting the recharge time in half.
Right.
Because the thing is that if you cut the recharge time in half, what that does also is people could go, oh, I'm at 16 resin. I will spend, 16 more minutes to get the 4 resin to do the thing?
Right.
In comparison to, I will not spend the 30 or 32 minutes because I've got things to do in 30 minutes.
Right.
Thus, they just closed the game.
Now, I agree that, it seems like if you allowed players more freedom to do what they want, it feels like that would, make more people want to play. But for some odd reason, the statistics actually say that the more you limit, the more people play, and it's like I really don't understand that. That's like the limits turn me off personally, but apparently that attracts the majority of players. So I don't understand why, but that's just the way it is. Whoop. I only had enough to do 2 of that recipe. That's unfortunate.
I think what it is games like this, people get addicted to.
Right.
At least addicted to playing. Of course, I imagine there's some unfortunate souls that are addicted to the gacha part, because it's not gambling. It's close enough. It's close to it.
Yeah, it basically is gambling. I mean, it's not, there is an argument to be made about, like, well, it's as much gambling as, like, when you buy, like, Skittles or something, and, you want, let's say, like, red Skittles, but you get more yellow Skittles. Or, there is an argument to be said about that, but also, like, there is also a difference at the same time from that and actually, like, legitimate gambling, but
because gambling is completely rigged in the house's favor,
right,
most of the time, unless it's like between friends.
Right.
This, at the very least, has a pity system. I know
Right.
Fate Go does not, so you're not guaranteed anything
Right.
at all. But with this, it's technically speaking, there is a limit you need to spend and do to get what you want if you're going for a banner character.
Right.
If you're going for, the side characters, that's going ham on them is, entirely preference. And that's the thing. The characters are entirely optional.
Right.
Like they give you 4 characters. All you need to beat the game. They technically give you 5 if you do the Noel banner, which I have not even done a single one of.
Yeah. That actually kind of surprises me, because I know you have Noelle. I know she's been in other banners, but it's just like a surprise.
Well, she's also in she's a normal character, so she's in the regular Wish banner.
Yeah.
But I have Noelle at Constellation 3. So I've gotten her 4 times without rolling off her banner.
Wow.
Because, like, I don't need Noelle. That and I kind of want other characters.
Right.
Go, Barbara, go!
But it's definitely interesting. Some people would call it gambling, others would say borderline. Because again, it's random.
Right.
It's largely random. You know your percentages though.
Right.
And I imagine if you knew your percentages in gambling, you probably wouldn't want to do it.
Right.
Like in Vegas, at least. Still do it though, because the chance to bring home the money.
Yep.
Also, another thing. This game, you don't get money back. That's another thing.
Right.
You are giving money to get something, and you're It's not like EA where it's pay to play.
Right.
And loot boxes, or in their words, surprise mechanics.
Right.
Because they legitimately tried to pass it off as surprise mechanic.
Yeah. Well, they had to claim something because people were getting up in arms about the whole, well, it's gambling and stuff, and it's like, it is gambling. I'm sorry. Loot boxes are, in fact, gambling. And that's just the way it is. But, yeah. No, I agree, though, that gacha stuff like this is, if it's not full gambling, it is still some form of gambling. And sure, there is a limit to, like, what you can do about that. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what laws you pass, there's always going to be that desire and need to gamble, essentially. And
it's I believe a dopamine rush.
Yeah, it's a dopamine rush, I think.
I know it's some kind of rush.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about that. So it's like, what do you do? You can ban gambling, but then what happens there? You're gonna still get the underground people, and it's like when they banned alcohol completely, and it was like, oh well, we don't serve alcohol anymore. We just serve this grape juice here that, well, it just happens to come with the exact substance that you would need, that if you mixed it, it might become alcohol. It's like, they did that to sell alcohol, but you couldn't ban that,
I know, at least I think, there was a point where something made a how not to make alcohol,
yep,
or whatever, a thing, just so that way they could say how to make alcohol, but not get in trouble, because they're not telling you how to make alcohol. They're telling you the steps to avoid to make alcohol.
Steps to avoid to make alcohol. Yep. That's exactly what it was too. It's like, here's because they used to sell. It was literally a bottle of grape juice, but then it had like a thing of like yeast, and it came with explicit instructions. Do not do these exact like steps. If you did that, it could create an illegal substance. It's like, yeah, no, they're telling you exactly what to do to make alcohol. But you can't come down on them for that, because they're not telling you how to make alcohol. They're telling you how to not make alcohol. And if you start going on people for that, you're going to get into a big mess of all kinds of things, and it's not...
It's one of those, how far do you have to go to get rid of something that people will find ways around?
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. So I'm going to go to the Geofish app.
But there's also a thing that it's for the people that are like dismissing or demeaning on stuff like this. What hill do you want to die on? Is my question.
Right. It's like, unfortunately, there just is an extent to what you can do, and unfortunately, humans are smart enough that they will always figure out a way around that. And the only way to prevent that is basically to literally ban everything. It's like, you might as well just ban free will at that point.
Right. I know, let's see. What's an example I can use that's a good demonstration of how things could... Oh, I know. Adult video.
Right.
Obviously, flat out illegal stuff, bad.
Right.
But then you get into the more anime-based video.
Right.
That's art, technically. That is
Right.
legally defined as art. And they can do a lot of stuff that, you know, is... I'd rather not see.
Right.
Stuff that, morally speaking, is questionable.
Right.
But the issue with going after that, and specifically and I'm referring to specifically the content that is very obvious that's if that was real, that would be illegal.
Right.
The problem with going after that is that once that hill is gone, the next hill is right there with them.
Yeah.
Because then that branches off into, you know, the billboards, quote unquote.
Yep.
And then when that hill dies, then that branches into the rest of it.
Oh yeah. No, I think Matt Pat did a really good theory. I think he did it on Game Theory. When EA was getting into big trouble for loot bags. You know, loot boxes. Like, he did a theory. He's like, look, you know, yes, you know, you can claim this is gambling and you can sit here and talk about it and, you know, we could ban that, but as soon as you do that, you open the door for legislature against like 100 other things. And the Skittles thing that I mentioned, that was one of the things that he pointed out.
Because, like, I really question if you specifically search out, you know, that kind of content, the first bit of content. But even though it's morally bad, I'd kind of rather that than it being a real individual, because at least no one's getting hurt.
Right.
It's still bad, yes, but at least there's no... There's no, not necessarily harm, but no harm to the individual.
Yeah, there's no harm to real people going on.
And it's... I don't like it, most people don't like it, and most people would agree that it should be gone, but then, again, the issue of the hills.
Yeah.
You have to choose a hill to die on.
You do have to choose a hill to die on. I agree.
If you enjoy that content,
I'd catch your request.
if you enjoy content that's been under fire, you need to figure out. You need to think ahead, and that's because the issue is ideally, you know, we could let them, you know, ban that stuff, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Right.
But this is the world we're talking about. They're not going to stop there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but
Indeed.
it is what it is.
Indeed.
Leave it all to me.
Solidify.
Probably should have waited on the shield, but oh well. I didn't have my ult, so it really... Didn't benefit me any to pop the shield at that moment.
Leave it all to me.
Luckily, it regenerated by the time his primordial star shower started, so that's fine.
As a good knight should.
There we go. That elemental burst.
You know, having 2 healers and 2 tanks is kind of busted.
Leave it all to me.
Right.
Because with our shields up, we don't get knocked back, and
Dead. Got some juvenile jade. Nice.
I actually need this because of Hu Tao.
I must leave
Yeah.
no stone
Yep,
unturned.
that's why I've been doing it, is because Hu Tao and the juvenile jade, so. Speaking of Hu Tao, where is Hu Tao at? She is ready to level up to 60. And I literally just need to fight that guy one more time. Actually. So let's go do the pyro registering again. And then we'll come back and we'll fight that guy again. And then
I just find it funny that my last 3, or at least my last 3 characters that I've pulled, unless Jean was among them, but the last 3 quote-unquote mains I have in my first slot was Zhongli, Zhao, and possibly soon Hu Tao.
Let me get Barbara.
I probably shouldn't be Hu Tao in this fight.
Probably
Something,
not.
something.
Something, fire, something.
So I will go for I go for this setup.
Okay.
Hey, overgrown flower head.
Let's dance. Cut to the chase. Go, Barbara, go.
I'm sure that if I actually had like Mona leveled, she would be way stronger than Barbara, but I don't have her leveled, so. Yeah, keep getting that electric charge.
Easy. And I even have my ult back to end. Does
Easy
Hu Tao actually
mode.
require those?
Hmm?
No, Hu Tao doesn't require them. She just requires the...
Yeah.
To stop.
Hu Tao requires the jades from the Jehovah shop and the gems from this guy. That's why I needed to do this guy, was because of the...
So, bit of
Whatever.
advice.
Ow! Okay.
You don't need this particular one.
Okay.
First off, if you look at the rewards he can drop every kind of stuff. Every kind of gem. And just like, which I feel like there's one more boss. Okay, Child drops Hydro, Electro, and Cryo.
Yeah.
I feel like Dvalin drops some as well, if I recall.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the Pyro Regisvine drops the fire gems,
I
which is
wonder
what I
when I'll
needed,
be as tall
so...
as my big
Right.
sister.
But here's the thing. If you look, or if you were to be in the crafting station, there is a new tab. And to show you about it, go into the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can like convert one gem into another, so
Yeah, Dust of Azoth is what you need.
yeah, the dust from with the dust of Azoth from the shop. So
And it's one per the lowest degree. So the slivers are 1, the fragment is 3, and the gem is 9. And you get them in sets of 10. Make sure that's all. And of course, I'm sure the gems or the gemstone itself. So the chunk
Everyone is working
is.
super hard. We
I
should
definitely
be too.
remember coming in here and seeing the dust of Azoth, but now I can't find it anywhere.
It is in the here. Let me. It is in the Stardust Exchange.
In a Stardust Exchange?
It
Oh, there
is
Okay.
second row. Yeah.
Yep. There it is. Yep. 5
And it's-
for 10.
Let's say fairly cheap. Considering it, let's see, it takes what? Only takes a few hundred to get the fates that show up every so often.
Right.
I wonder when I'll be as tall
Hey,
as my big sister.
Jin Kui. Cool. I'm gonna go into here. Does that mean they unlocked a constellation for him? Increases the maximum number of rain swords by 1. Cool. That is my first time collecting a constellation on Jinshi. I really am trying to get his name correct. But yeah, I am aware that you can like exchange like one gem into another using the dust and stuff. So I'll actually have to drop out of co-op once we fight this geofish app again, so that I can collect the because I have to use the alchemy table to upgrade to the materials.
Right.
Because the Regisvine that we've been fighting in your world there doesn't actually drop the one I need. But I've been getting more than enough of the smaller materials that I can push them up to.
I need. Let's see. Oh, that. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that this was a feature, and I'm glad I realized it was a feature.
And what's that?
That holding the button lets it just do a lot. I thought you had to always press it because I was not smart.
Oh, yeah. Yep. If you're holding the button, it'll increment. On some things. Not everything does that, but on some things.
Okay, so I need to...
For some odd
need to
reason,
fight
some
this
of the
one.
things don't do that.
Oh, you've got to be joking me. I'm at 39 resin. I need to wait a minute before clamming this.
Okay.
Sorry, before we can do this.
Yeah, that's fine. You can wait a moment. I'm at 81, so...
But like I said, I converted a lot of my resin to condensed. Or I
Right.
guess most of my resin, because that's how that works. And then I believe I fought this boss once before I went to bed.
That's mildly terrifying.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
I'm standing in just the right spot that I the camera is clipped into your Ketching there. And I'm staring at Kaching's face from the back. It's mildly terrifying. Let me see. I will, oh, he moved. I was going to, Gyazo it so I can show you.
Well, I moved back.
There we go. Now I can get it again. I just got to get
You seem tired.
Gyazo.
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Take a screenshot. Here you go.
Huh.
So it's mildly terrifying.
That is, uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Let's see, what do I get from the Wanderlust? I got one because of
All of it, whatever it is.
boring.
What
As
exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
One day I'd like to get Catching, but that's whenever the game lets me.
Right.
Catching is pretty cute though, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about her?
I know she's the... There was a term, but I don't remember what it is. But she's part of like...
Jising?
Yeah, the Chi-Sing.
So she is probably one of the most efficient characters in this thing.
Right.
Obviously, her. You've been through the story, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So she doesn't believe that this guy right here should be the leader.
Right.
And she believes that the time of the gods and the deputy have passed. It's time for mankind to do things.
Right.
Which this guy agrees on, so that's convenient.
She just doesn't know that he agrees on that.
Right.
But yeah.
But it's just like she thinks that they can do it themselves. When she got her vision, she hated it completely.
Right.
She tried to destroy it, and went through links that prove that it's probably indestructible.
Right.
Just a bit. But eventually she just accepted it, and
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
it became a very useful tool.
Yeah.
So useful that she is willing to go out into the wild with just it and her
Someone
hairpin
needs
or whatever.
assistance.
I'm not kidding either, because it can do everything you need. Need a fish? Electrocharge it and throw it in the water.
Right.
Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me.
It makes a good anchor for climbing. It, let's see. It does a lot of things. And that just goes to kind of show you how versatile in-world visions actually are.
Right.
But she is... I don't know. I don't know if I'm confusing it with someone else. Because I know Ganyu has like the workload of 3+ workers or secretaries. And I feel like Kuching is in a similar boat where she makes she plans ahead a lot.
Right. Oh, god dang it.
You get a 1?
I got a 1.
Let me see. Let's look at. I apparently have more of her story. Probably because I, did the story quest.
Right.
Yeah, let's see. Doesn't want. She doesn't believe that high-powered beings like that, the Adeptian gods, can truly know what's good for you.
Right. I mean, it would be impossible for an immortal to be able to know what is good for mortals.
And that's kind of thing that's showcased with the story. The Adepti have they're not caught up with the youngsters.
Right.
So, are they really that good of guardian? You don't know even who you're supposed to be protecting. You say you're protecting Leeway, but that involves its inhabitant.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Leeway is, well...
Right. What do I need at this point? Those are... Oh, it is Thursday. Carbian's Epic. That's what I need
Leave
to
it to
find.
me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite
Find
catch
the
your request.
domain that gives those.
Yeah, whatever the task, she does not rest until the job is done. And when something should take a half a month to resolve, she will pull out all the stops to try and get it turned around within the next 48 hours. Additionally, Kuching's notion of completing something is far more ambitious than simply getting it finished. She will make sure that every relevant detail is tied up, too. To the outside observer, she seems to be both highly efficient and a perfectionist, but not everyone is as self-motivated as Kuching. No assistant she hires ever makes it past the 3-month mark. She received countless remonstrations urging her to be less impatient, but she meets each one with a stern rejection. Still, she has, to some extent, come around to the idea that a high staff turnover is itself a manifestation of inefficiency, and made some concessions accordingly. Today, if you encounter an assistant of Kuching's dealing with some matter 3, 4, even 5 years ahead of time, don't be alarmed. This is completely normal. Kuching gave them a bit of a head start, but she'll be catching up before long.
Right.
She gave people a head start years in advance. This girl is efficient.
Right.
Like, she's the G... Like, in terms of efficient, I'm pretty sure she's the Jean of Leeway.
Right.
Because Jean is also very, very strict with her stuff.
Very strict, very efficient. Yeah. So I went to Cecilia Garden.
Okay, I'll be there in a moment.
I need the Decarbian artifacts.
The question is, do I? I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I feel like I do. But I will check when I'm there.
Right.
Because I think I know which weapon needs. Detail. Oh, nope, that's not. Enhance.
Just gonna spawn mobs.
Ah, yes. I need Fragment of Decarebian's Epic.
Yeah.
I need 3 of them for Chungyun.
Yep, that's what I'm on, is the, is that I need the Decarbians, whatever's epic. So, We can match up
Right.
and pull a couple of other people in as well,
Right.
probably.
I press the button.
Steady as stone.
Whoops. One
It
day
doesn't
I will
matter.
get Jean as well. Jean, from
Right.
the very beginning, Jean has been the character I have been after, so. But Jean's very hard to resist, honestly. I just like Jean. So.
Understandable. She got a charm about her,
Got a charm about her. I mean,
much like Qiqing and
Yeah.
like a lot of other people in this game.
right. You got the, the main things that I like is like, the blonde hair and the ponytail and
Ah.
the outfit is nice.
This game has really good outfits, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like Fischl's design, and Oz is a pretty cool little raven bird thingamajig.
Right.
It's literally a burb of electric. What could you ask for? How do you hurt that? Answer: you don't.
Right.
And
Here we go. Sisters.
woot.
That was like a big deal to me when they did actually reveal that Jean and Barbara were sisters. I was like, oh.
Right. I mean, there is a resemblance.
There's a resemblance, absolutely.
Because, let's see, same color hair, looks like same color eyes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, same color hair, same color eyes. Very similar sort of facial structure.
Right. It's just, different hairstyles and different height.
Yeah, different hairstyles, different height.
All this standing around is making me so sleepy.
We got 4 peoples. Hey, we got 2 Jeans.
Oh, I would say no one's dying if we could take both in.
Right.
Okay, let's do this. A blue. Yes. Okay, so this is a pyro, cryo, and a. Oh, I don't want to do that. So we need a cryo. I have a cryo.
Pyro, electro.
I mean, you could either go Barbara for heals, or Noelle for heals and
I
defense.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big
Right.
sister.
Because I know Bennett has some healing capabilities.
I'm the highest level of the group. I figure I'll take Noelle just in case there's anything. It looks like this is a water dungeon, so Barbara would have been really useless.
Right.
Like, she still would have gotten off the heels, but I would have been doing no damage.
Okay, yeah. Your characters will be periodically inflicted with slowing water, which greatly increases skill cooldown duration.
Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Yep.
Nowhere to hide.
So I'm just going to use my ability immediately.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just using.
I'll catch up.
But pretty much just use the shields and stuff as soon as they're available.
As a dutiful maid would.
Since the shield is where my healing comes from anyway.
Uh-huh.
Luckily, I have the constellation where every time I deal Every time I finish like a combo, it decreases the cooldown on breastplate.
Right. That's actually really useful in this dungeon. I might have that too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's useful just in general.
Right.
But yeah, it is really useful. Because it knocks down like a full second from your cooldown every time you finish a combo.
As a good knight should.
It's either that or every time you hit, it's one of the two. I don't remember which is in particular.
Freeze, you jerk.
My blade.
Everybody stand back! Leave it all to me. Let's light it up!
There you go.
Oh, this poor guy.
Yeah, he's getting beamed with everything all at once there.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about Chongyun is I have his constellation up where he sends out ice in his final attack.
Nice.
Which is useful to
Right.
some degree. Oh, God.
Did somebody leave the... Oh, you left the domain.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can always re-queue once everybody's back out of the dungeon here. I only have enough resin to do the domain one more time, so...
Okay. I'm in the wrong thing.
But
Good at the quick chat.
I do need the Decarbian, so I will gladly do it one more time.
I wouldn't forget there is a re-challenge button.
Right?
Let's do this again. Okay. And I'm guessing we're going to be doing the same thing. Chongyun. Oh, we're getting a Zhang Ling instead of a Bennett.
They
guessing
probably
because-
noticed I had Noelle and was like, well, if they do Noelle again, we don't really need the heals, you know?
Right.
So, they figured more DPS over Bennett's heals, so... Meanwhile, Noelle is both my DPS and my best healer, so...
Right.
I would take her regardless of whether it was DPS or heals.
Right.
Leave it all to me.
In fact, she's why I need the Decarbians, because if I get the Decarbians, I can level up her Claymore here and do even more damage.
Just travel with me to the edge here, buddy.
Speed of light. Out of the frying pan, cut to the
Come on, go off the edge. I'm trying to get this guy to go off the edge and it's not working. Fine then.
Someone needs assistance.
I had time. Yeah, Chongyun is very potent with just doing this.
As a dutiful maid would.
Right.
Because when you freeze it, because Claymores break freezing,
Right.
and he can constantly reapply freezing.
Don't blink. Brace you.
Oh.
Thank you, Zhang Ling, for just juggling this guy into the air.
Judgment.
As a dutiful maid would.
This poor guy is gonna get wrecked as soon as his shield goes away.
And that's all she wrote. I can barely see with all the swipes of yellow.
Swift and merciful.
Right?
What?
He's still alive.
Oh.
I was like, something's not right here. He's dead, but it's not, like, completed. He's still alive?
Oh wait. So what else are you needing?
Well, I'm out of resin at this point. Unless I want
Right.
to use fragile, so... Technically, I need to do the Geofish app again, because I got one shard less, or one jade less than I needed.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind using one of my fragile resin on that. So if we want to go run off and do that, we can. I guess I will pop on over there, since you should have respawned by now.
I assume they're still in the dungeon, or the extra person still in the dungeon, because
Lumine and Mooncake both did come out. Just Mooncake left.
well, I only have access to one character, which is slightly concerning.
Right.
Unless
Because Mooncake and Lumine both did come out. So.
I see what it was.
Hmm?
What? Oh my god. It was that my second area wasn't, yeah. I was about to ask that. You beat me to it.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? They don't know what we're doing, so let me send them a message. And if they say no, then they can actually just leave the group. Nope.
They
I'm
left.
going to take that as a no. That they did not
Yeah.
want to fight the Primo via Geofish app.
I'm going to quickly finish my food that I've been sitting on for the past since we started.
Right. I give this game one thing. They love complex designs.
Right.
It's not enough for Barbara just to have, like, this, off-the-shoulder dress here. It has to be, like, you've got the blue dress that's, like, under it, and then you've got the, like, white dress she's got above, with the, like, weird little designs and all the pieces and... It's like all the characters are so, like, complex in their designs. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. But it's just like, man, they don't have any, like, simple characters.
I mean, Beta is kind of simple. Or at least simpler.
Simpler, yeah.
Amber is pretty simple. Okay, let's see. Who do I want to bring along with us? I guess this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Crumble!
Oh, you're using sucrose.
At the moment, I do so little damage. Oh, no, that was just because he was still on his wake-up phase.
Mm-hmm.
Swirl, Mark 2. Yeah, don't break my glasses.
Don't break my glasses.
Absorption test.
Still, even after the wake-up phase, she deals so little damage.
I mean, you're dealing at 80, 800, 900? That's...
Yeah. Well, this is with Noelle. I meant with Sucrose, because she deals like 100.
Ah,
So 100 damage, 100 damage.
Solidify!
Good night, show.
hit me! I guess I'll use a resin or fragile because
I'm actually almost out of fragile resin. Get that companionship experience with Sucrose.
sadly I still need to fight that thing at least 2 more times
At least 2
before
more
I can
times.
level up my Tao again.
Oof.
But I think that'll actually be my max. Won't it be my max? Yeah, that'll be my max until I decide to eventually level up my world.
Yeah, I mean, your characters can at least hit level 70, so I feel like you should be alright hitting the next world level. You won't be okay if you go 2 world levels.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should definitely
As noted by this person right there. Right there.
right here. So yeah, I would definitely not recommend going up 2, but yeah, now that you'll have the ability to just go up 1, that should be nice at least.
Okay, so let's see. What to do now?
What to do now is a good question.
I do have a bounty in progress.
Friendship. I'm still at 1 friendship level, so I have got nothing. Maybe the assistant is genius alchemist Albedo, but they could not be more different in research direction. As opposed to studying the essence of alchemy and the ability to create new life, she is far from interested in using alchemy to modify existing life. All the better to add variety and color to the world. Despite her youth, she has already achieved some brilliant results. For example, she's been able to increase the nectar output of sweet flowers by 70% by irrigating them with a special potion. She has also developed a special spray that allows sunsetias to maintain their freshness for a whole month after being plucked from the branch. Even people who are initially suspicious of her research inclinations have come to acknowledge her exceptional talents in the field of alchemy after seeing such results.
Oh.
However, she merely considers these to be incidental
Can I go
steps on
take
the
a look?
path to a successful experiment, rather than the success itself. Her true aim is much more ambitious than this. It's a secret, and is also her little dream. Cute.
Recently, during my experiments, I found myself suddenly wondering when I'll next get to go on an adventure with you. So strange. Why do you think that is? I need to do some scientific investigation to find out.
Friendship level 4 in order to get her opinion on Noelle, Klee, Jean, Lisa, and Kaya.
Rex Lapis' departure has put Leeway Harbor through a great deal of hardship. All the duties Rex once fulfilled have been taken up by the Qixing and the 8 trades. Now that the divine rule is a thing of the past, the old strictures left behind can't simply be continued wholesale. But to establish new laws for Leeway, whose history spans several thousand years, is no mean feat. At first, Qixing was incredibly enthusiastic about this task, having long prepared for this day when she might finally show her mettle. But several months in, and she was still stuck on a single task, land infrastructure. It was driving her up the wall. No matter how hard she struggled, the mountain of tasks was like a quagmire. Yeah, quagmire. She was making difference, yes, but not nearly with as much ease as Rex Lapis. Why can I only do this much? Why can't I do it better? Of course, she had long understood the wherefores here. Her lack of respect for the gods had somehow received their recognition all the same. Yes, but that didn't mean that she was ready to simply replace them. But she was still Qixing, resolute and tenacious. From that day on, she shut herself in, studying classics of various kinds to learn all that she needed. Placing herself lowest, she accepted all that she had hitherto not known with open arms. During this period, she gained a certain calm, slowly discarding the operubium. She had long held against Rex. They were both working for the good of Leeway, after all, and two people who love the same thing need not be on opposing sides. She also seemingly came to an understanding concerning the smile Lex Lapis had given her during that rite of dissension. It was, Qixing now believes, an expression of acknowledgement and expectation. She hasn't lost any of her forceful decision and decisive manner. No. But sometimes, when she feels lost, she would stop and think, what would Rex Lapis do at a moment such as this?
But Jean found us, and we both ended up in solitary confinement.
Qixing, who has dedicated a large portion of her energies to Leeway Harbor, indulges in an unexpected pastime when she can spare a moment: shopping. On her days off, she changes into ordinary clothes, contacts a few close friends, and enjoys a day of strolling around Feiyun Slope and Tuihi Rock, just enjoying the act of buying things. After Rex Lapis' departure, Qixing managed to maintain this method of decompressing despite her busier schedule, though with one subtle difference. On one of her shopping trips, she happened upon a small and unremarkable stall that sold cute Rex Lapis clay figurines with tiny bodies and big heads. Persuading her friends to visit the silk store opposite, she approached the stall, took a figurine in hand, and began to examine it. She knew that she didn't have much time, so after glancing around to make sure that no one was watching, she paid for, picked up, and packed away her prize in one swift single movement. But no sooner had she placed the figurine into her bag and heaved a sigh of relief than one of her friends, silk bundles in tow, tapped her on the shoulder.
Which one?
In the end, all was revealed. Her friends were quite curious. Was it Qixing a skeptic among skeptics? Why would she buy one of these?
Oh.
For introspection, of course. There is nothing wrong with self-reflection, is there? She said. Or so she said. And it would be convincing, too, if Qixing didn't already have an entire shelf dedicated to Rex Lapis' self-reflection memorabilia.
Seems to have always been able to do this, but Simon doesn't know how.
That's great.
Precisely. I believe that the art of putting my weapon away.
Oh, that's kind
principle.
That's kind of funny and adorable.
Maybe it's this simple.
Right? Yeah,
let's see. This is the thing about the hairpin. Though she is of noble birth, Qixing tries to keep her luxuries to the bare minimum that would benefit her position as one of the Leeway Qixing. And when she is outside the borders of the prosperous city, she will often head deep in uninhabited areas to strengthen her knowledge and sharpen her will. She has experienced countless challenges, but unlike backpackers and adventurers, she does not bring anything with her but her hairpin and her sword. As long as it is infused with electro, a hairpin can become a knife of unmatched sharpness. Cutting grass, chopping firewood, skimming game, and carving bone are all well within its capabilities. If faced with a drop of great height, she only needs to pin it into the ground, tie rattlins to it, and rappel down. It also serves as an incredibly sensitive security device when camping out. Any unusual movements nearby will cause it, when tipped over and placed perpendicular to the ground, to alert and awaken Kuching immediately. It can even be used to fish. Kuching just hurls it into the water when she's feeling peckish, and there will always be a few fish that will be knocked out by the electric shock. And of course, finding a stick to grill the fish is not a problem either. Some narrow-minded folk have ridiculed Kuching's hairpin for being old and worn out, but this does not anger her. Indeed, she considers it a point of pride. Its weathered form is what gives it its charm. That hairpin that she has on her, on her model, that thing.
Yep.
Also, the fact that it says only, I assume is just admitting the fact that she wears clothes. But just when I first read that, I'm like, wait.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I think when it says only, it's more referring to the idea that, she just doesn't carry, weapons or anything.
But it's just like, what? Huh. It sounds like one thing, but I obviously know it's not. Because I don't see her doing that. See, vision. Let's see, what has she done to try and destroy it? She's left it in a huge fire for 3 days and 3 nights, run over it with a minecart full of rocks, and has even hurled it from the heights of the Jade Chamber. Unfortunately, she has never been successful. It doesn't get burnt in fire. It doesn't get crushed by, a ton of rock on it that runs over it.
Right.
It doesn't break from falling from a 1,000 feet or a few hundred feet up. Yeesh! Talk about... those visions are indestructible, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, considering how much magic power they have to hold, so...
Right. They are gifts from gods, after all.
Yeah. It's also really interesting when you look at, for example, Jeans versus Sucrose here. Jeans is the big thing there that's on, on her back. But Sucrose is actually, this really small thing on her chest there. It's actually smaller.
Right.
And some...
It might be... Go ahead.
Yeah, and Noelle's is the same way, is that you've got, the big... Noelle's is, bigger. But then, some of them are round, but then some of them are, square. And it's really interesting.
I don't know if any of them are square.
Let me... One of these characters has a square one. I just gotta find who.
I mean, Zhao has a tiny one on his arm. That's, I missed that the first time. I missed that until it was pointed out to me.
Right.
Obviously, the Traveler doesn't have one.
Traveler doesn't have one, yeah. Oh, no. Hers is. Unfortunately, I can't rotate the characters there. Oh, wait.
I can see... So, looking at Kuching, her outline does have a square. But the thing is, about that, is that, I'm fairly certain the metal stuff on the Vision is post-production.
I'm always ready.
Right.
Because if you're a god and you're giving someone your power, you're not going to... I don't imagine you'd, give them the appropriate metal of their region. You would want them to be on, for your region.
Right.
So I think the Vision itself is the crystal. Or the crystal-like substance. Well, and then, people use the different designs to distinguish I'm from Mondstadt, I'm from Leeway, Shnaya.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the theme.
Right. Well, if
Plus, there's... Go ahead.
If you look at the crystal that's here on BotW, the crystal itself is actually like diamond/square shaped.
Huh.
So,
yeah.
Versus Jean's there, which is circular. BotW's here is a diamond/kind of squarish shape. So
I think that's just a Leeway thing. Yeah, I think it's a Leeway. Leeways are square. Most things.
I mean, it is still like round, like it is like circular, like, going out and in and stuff. But
if you
look at the different points there, like the crystal does go to those 4 different points. Like you can see that the gem itself actually goes out to those points. So
yeah, I think Leeway characters have the square, Mondstadt characters have the circle.
Yeah. And maybe it has to do with like what area and things.
I'm always ready.
Like maybe if you're from like a certain place, but then maybe there's X amount of visions, right, for each like area.
I think I might know what it is. So obviously the visions are more than what they physically are in the world.
Right.
After all, if you know anything about, gnosises,
right,
visions apparently can become a gnosis.
Right.
And that means they change shape.
Right.
Meaning that their shape is not, anything indicative. It could just be like within specific areas of the world, based on the way the ley line flows, they shape different. Or they grow to shape different.
Right.
Like with how Jean is a bit more active and stuff, her vision is bigger. She's also, stronger than Sucrose. But when you have a character like Noelle, who, yeah, she's a 4-star, but she's basically a 5-star. Let's be honest. She's basically a 5-star in her abilities.
She probably
she's a good
would be
mix.
A 5-star if they didn't need her to be a 4-star kind of thing.
Like, she might be just under. It's one of those, I could see Noelle being what they would call a secret 5-star.
Right.
I couldn't blame her. She is very potent if you build her correctly.
Right.
Because she's practically unkillable, like you've noted before. So hers is bigger in size. How big is Amber's? I guess, and it could also be like it doesn't have anything to do with their strength. It just depends on how active they are. Because Amber's active, Jean's active. Heck, Jean runs with Amber on a daily basis, or at least a scheduled basis.
Right.
So that's impressive to one of the two, if not both.
Right.
But with how like Sucrose is typically held up in her room and doing stuff like alchemy, maybe she just doesn't get around and cause it to grow. There's also the possibility that you can choose its size.
Right.
Like you can make it grow or shrink a bit, because Zhao.
Hey,
Zhao's is that tiny little thing on the arm.
Come on, let's take a
On
look.
one of his arms. Up. Like his left arm, if you look. That's his vision.
Let's see. I'm in camera mode, so I'm like able to zoom in and out of the characters here. Let's see, where is it? Is it on the other side?
It's on the side that Amber is facing.
The Amber's facing, okay.
Jean will be
oh
upset
yeah,
if she
there.
catches
I
us
see it
lazing
now.
around like this.
Yeah,
And
I
he has
miss.
the little like square thing too.
Yeah, and it's just. He's just so tiny. And it could just be like he just doesn't want to mess with it. He puts it there, and that's that.
Right. I wonder also if there's any level of like personalization that the characters are able to do, and their personal like mindset maybe makes the vision change.
Possible.
Like, oh, Zhao has a vision, and due to his personal mindset, like, to him, like, carrying his vision would be easier if it was the small thing on his arm there. And so the vision kind of accommodated that. Whereas for Amber, maybe she's like, hey, I like to have it there, show it off kind of thing, hang it as a keychain, kind of
There's
thing.
also the thing of, like, no character that we've seen with a vision has hidden their vision.
Right.
So either that's just not a thought they have, or they can't.
Or they can't. Yeah. Because, here, let me... because Barbara... Let me get Barbara out here. Because, like, an interesting thing about Barbara is that her vision is on her little, like, book here. On the...
Right.
On her character. So...
I mean, if we take a look at another character it's similar, if I go in and grab the small individual, hers is on her backpack.
Yeah, hers is on the backpack there.
Which, and the ongoing thing is, it loses its power if it's hidden.
Right.
Which is interesting. I kind of hope that they, at the very least, give us either not just people do not care enough, it's not worth hiding your vision, or it's it doesn't work at all.
Right.
Because I could see either way. And it's I could see, because the thing is, if it's they don't want to, the perfect answer is because, the gods gave it to them.
Right. I was going to say, that is one of the things with the visions, is that having a vision does make you, special, essentially, because you are given them by, basically a deity, so...
Right. And we at least I'm fairly certain, Pyro gives visions based on passion.
Right.
Klee loves bombs a bit too much. This person right here loves cooking.
Yeah.
Diluc is passionate about protecting Mondstadt. The Rock Girl is passionate about music. Let's see, what other characters? Hu Tao is passionate about, her job. A little too much for most people. Amber is a very passionate outrider. She loves to move.
Right.
Any other Pyro characters that I'm not thinking of? No. Think so? Unless there's one in the character archive I don't have. No, that's all of them. So, and then, Cryo, I'm guessing it's like desire.
Right.
Because Chungyun his desire is to cool down, stay cool, and not cause issues. We know that Diona's desire is to destroy the wine industry.
Right.
Ganyu, we haven't had, or at least I haven't seen too much on her, but I imagine she has some desires of her own. Plus, she's an Adeptus, so
right.
or a part Adeptus.
Adeptus. Yeah, and Adeptus, true.
Kaya, I don't know. I haven't been through his story quest, but again,
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
I'm sure he has the desire to protect Mondstadt. Albeit he goes the more underground path, and he's a bit more lazy about it in some ways, and all that. And then Chi-Chi. The reason I think his desire is because of Chi-Chi.
Is there time for a quick snack?
Mystic had informed me that be quiet. That when Chi-Chi got her vision is when she was pretty much dying, because she desired the power to stop time to save herself, because obviously she was afraid of dying.
Right.
And in that moment, the god, okay, you have shown this thing. I don't know what else it could have been, because again, the biggest emotion she would have had at that point is desire.
Right.
Obviously, the Animo Archon could be like freedom based or all that. I'm not too sure on that one. And oh nope, that's not what I want. I want the character archive. I'm not sure about Hydro. Because I haven't been through any of the character stuff with Hydro.
Right. Let me see. I don't remember where I am with Barbara. Oh, I've got her all the way up.
I mean, the issue with only, like, if you don't have any other leveled up, or, then it doesn't exactly help.
Right.
Because we don't have a way to find the common denominator, as it were.
Right.
For Geo, it could just, like, we have 3 Geo characters.
Yeah, and I mean, Barbara. So Barbara got hers. Related in some way to her singing, which is interesting. So I wonder what that relates to with like some of the other Hydro characters.
I mean, it could be love for something, because Barbara loves healing, loves singing, and all that. At least as far as I'm aware. Xingqiu, it loves books. Mona loves astrology, and Child loves to fight because he has fun doing that. Yeah, and that's the only thing I can think of. Geo, the only thing I can think of is like they're very sturdy in what they do, because Ningguang she is a pillar pretty much of an individual.
Right.
Then you've got Noelle, who just wants to do whatever she can and protect and become like a pillar. Right. The perfect maid.
Determination, maybe.
Right. Albedo could entirely be Geo, because the theory is that he's some sort of homunculus.
Right.
And then, of course, Zhongli. I mean, it should be fairly obvious why he's Geo.
Right.
I don't think there's anything you can do about that.
Right.
We don't know anything about Dendro, obviously.
Yeah, there has yet to be a Dendro character, so...
And Electro, I have no idea. And that's a lot harder thing to pin down now, especially because Electro's not giving out visions anymore.
Yeah.
Useless.
After understanding the elements is essential. After all, understanding the elements is essential to the study of magic. Practical experience is a far more useful means of acquiring this understanding than trying to assimilate the knowledge contained in dusty old books. I suppose I shall need a vision then. And just like that, as that thought popped into Lisa's head, her vision popped into her hand.
It's like, I guess I need a vision. Electrocon, your wish is my command.
Yep.
Neat.
It says, so the whole thing is, a vision is a sign from the gods, a sign that you are one of those whom they have chosen to change the world. Or maybe it's just one of the many hoops that one has to jump through on the path to unearthing the secrets of magecraft. After all, understanding the elements is essential to the study of magic. Practical experience is a far more useful means of acquiring that understanding than trying to assimilate the knowledge contained in dusty old books. I suppose I shall need a vision then. Just like that, as that thought popped into her head, her vision popped into her hand. With the aid of her vision, Lisa acquired the knowledge that she sought. But she also sensed the deep secret hidden in the shadows of that knowledge. For whatever reasons, the gods gave humans the key to changing everything, but they did not explain the cost involved. Lisa grew fearful of the truth. The vision that hung from her neck became to her a bottomless pit filled with sweet delights, lingering at the back of her mind. From time to time, when somebody whom she finds interesting comes along, Lisa will pass on to them her understanding on all kinds of matters. Perhaps she is secretly hoping that by doing so, one day someone will come along who has the ability to understand the ultimate truth behind visions. So yeah, Lisa literally just was like, I guess to understand more, I'm gonna need a vision. And then just poof, she had a vision. So...
Let's see. Kuching. When does it say she got her vision?
I don't have any other Electro characters that are even... that have their vision things unlocked, so...
Kuching is likely a skeptic without equal when it comes to the value of visions. She knows that everything she has is the result of her own hard work, but in the eyes of others, credit has been given instead to her vision. She once believed that it was a purple crystal, or that this purple crystal had stolen the pride due originally to her, and that it was both a challenge and an insult from the gods. In fact, she has tried to destroy her vision countless times. She's left in a huge fire 3 days and 3 nights, run over with a micro full of rocks, and even hurled from the heights of the Jade Chamber. Unfortunately, she's never been successful. With no options left and not wanting it to fall into the wrong hands, Kuching was forced to accept the vision as part of her life. Over time, Kuching came to appreciate her vision. She realized that this item did not actually have any divine will imbued within it, and it also had numerous practical uses. Thus, she decided to make use of it. The source of power is far less important than the character of its user. Regardless of how she may once have regarded it, Kuching's vision and its prowess have become a part of her. Thanks to the Archon, she hadn't destroyed it back then, or she'd have regretted it for sure. All the hardships of being a pragmatist. So there's nothing about how she got it, aside from it just seems like to her an insult.
Right.
And do I have Beto? I do not have Beta, or Beto's thing. I definitely don't have you. I don't have you. But I should have... Where's my fish? There it is. So, is Oz just an imaginary friend who only exists as a figment in official subconscious? Our story begins with the royal heirloom, Edelstein You're not going to try and pronounce it properly. That is to say, official's vision. When her wish was acknowledged, the Raven Oz and her vision both appeared before her eyes. That night at dinner, Oz got on most well with Fisher's parents. Mein Kaiser und der Verurteilung. Forgive mine overstep, but the beans in your house are too delicious. Oh, then please help yourself. This is the first time little blank has met a friend she can bring over for dinner since she turned 14. This is a special occasion. What are you saying? One does not simply cavort with the plebeian. And that's what happened. For all intents and purposes, it seems that the words could be both see Oz, or I guess that her parents could both see Oz and believe Oz to be the princess's first friend, or princess's first friend. As for the adventurer who bears the world's curses and visitor from outer worlds and strength, face-shaped emergency sustenance,
Or garlic?
they would become the princess's new friends, though that would happen even further in the future. Ah. The visitor from outer worlds, aka the traveler, and the strange face-shaped emergencies food. But yeah, let's see. Maybe a wish? Do I have I don't have Beto close, so I can't. I don't know.
Right.
Because Mona wished for the knowledge, and she got it. Fischl, wished for. What was it? What did it say? Some sort of wish. I guess it doesn't specifically say, but it does say her wish. And then Kuching, her wish is, to be. Her wish is for Li Wei to, ditch the gods, basically. Which is ironic that she got her powers of the gods with that wish.
Right.
I don't know, it's interesting.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
You can only speculate.
Yeah. So one nice thing is that you can actually go onto the wiki and they have all the stuff written.
Well, that feels like cheating to me.
Let's see. Gaining a vision came as a little surprise to Albedo. Indeed, when he received it, he gave it a single glass before carrying on with what he was doing before. He barely felt any wave of emotion at all, as if this was something to be taken for granted. As far as he's concerned, his vision is merely a tool with which he can more conveniently conduct his research. That which truly sparks joy within him is turning the unknown into the known. One day he will understand all there is to know about the world, and visions themselves are no exceptions. So, yeah, I get... If it were, like, knowledge, Albedo wouldn't... for, like, Electro, like I was saying, it wouldn't really make sense that Albedo then got...
No, not knowledge, wishing.
Yeah, no, the knowledge, like, seeking knowledge was what I was thinking.
But no, I think it might have to do with the wishing.
Yeah, it might have to do with wishing for
something that you either can't get or just it's something, most certainly. Because Cryo's desire for something, Pyro's passion, at least again, my ongoing theories. Because I'm guessing it does seem like there is some sort of mindset that makes people choose specific individuals, or makes the gods choose which one they give their powers to.
One day during a lightning storm, an Abyss Mage ambushed Razor from behind and dragged him away. Wolfpack ran to his aid, put up a fearless fight, but every last one of them was defeated by the Abyss Mage. He looked on helplessly at his dear companions being harmed. Razor let out an almighty roar, that of a cornered animal. Lupical! Fueled by his almighty fury, a lightning-like power grew inside, and suddenly an overload of elemental energy was flowing within him. He was ready to protect, he was ready to avenge. He threw off his shackles and raised his weapon. The Abyss Mage was overwhelmed and defeated by wild, unfettered frenzy of electro energy, but this time it was too late to save Razor's woven companions. Though he had obtained a vision, Razor was still unable to manipulate electrical energy with finesse. And one day, many moons later, when he met the Witch of Purple Rose, Lisa, he began to study human language.
All in all, very interesting stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure that they have... I am sure that they have some idea of, like, how it works. But yeah,
right.
It is, it's one of those things, like, the game's, not even a year old yet, they haven't revealed much of anything to us yet.
Right.
So, although I do wonder if, when they release Inazuma, if that's going to just be, like, 1.x or if that's going to be like a 2.0 or something. Because I mean, we've had, you know, the 1.0, the 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. And of course, 1.3 did add Dragon Spine, but that's not like a new continent, new area. You know, that's just a section of what was already.
We could go
You know,
foraging for ingredients.
that's still like the Animo Archon, so like that's still Mondstadt, so
I think the current thought is that in 1.5 is when we get the chasm, potentially.
right,
And Inazuma is soon after that.
right. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out if they keep pushing out updates every 6 weeks, like they've said. After this 1.4 update, you know, give it about a month and a half, and 1.5 or whatever will be out. So,
Right.
honestly, considering the pandemic, I'm surprised that they've been able to work as hard and push out as much as they have been able to.
I mean, this is a multiplayer game, so I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of the testing would be done via people playing on multiplayer.
yeah, but like, I mean, like, you know, because a lot of people probably aren't able to like go into the studio that MiHoYo is normally based out of and stuff like that. So, oh, there must be a cloud going by. And the light over here is getting shadowed. In either case, what should we do? I mean, if we don't have any other ideas for multiplayer, I'm thinking.
I mean, I have 28 resin now.
That is. I do have 29 resin.
I can also confirm that Mystic won't be joining because it seems like she got booted from the room that has the thing she needs to play the game. So,
Yeah. I'm just looking at like what I've still got in the way of like
Is there time
quests
for a quick
and
snack?
things
I'll whip
too,
one up in
so
no time.
and there's also a balancing I need to do. And I remember, I believe I remember what it is. It's a immune to physical, but increased damage from elemental. So we could do that.
right. Good for catalyst, you know, catalyst user things. So, yeah, I mean, you just kind of have to tell me where we need to go. So,
Right. Let me see. If it's best for that, I think I should probably do this group. Because this group is my pretty much de facto elemental damage.
right.
But, Geely Plains.
Where is that? Is that in Mondstadt? Oh, that is over there. Okay.
It is right below Wangshu.
Yep. I saw it when I saw your player thing move. I was like, ah, right there. Got it. Let me... I'm gonna grab Lisa and Barbara for some elemental.
It's also Stonehide Lolatrol. So,
It's also a what?
Stonehide Lolatrol.
Ah. Goody.
Hey. Hi. Hey. Huh?
More easily affected by elements. Yep.
Yeah.
Where's the final P? A pass. And it is... Oh, right here.
There he is.
One with my blade.
Oh. Chonyuna is almost dead. That is... I missed.
I'll
Here.
protect us.
Healing time. I totally forgot to actually, turn on Barbara's healing ability.
Oops.
So, when he said he was almost dead, I was like, oh yeah, I should probably be, using the actual healing ability so that, your our characters don't, have a chance of almost dying.
I'll protect us.
What the... Really? Did you see where my thing aimed over here when he was the exact opposite direction? Because that's where I saw him. That was annoying. Okay, off the leeway to get another bounty. Bounty's the
Another bounty. Yeah, I haven't done bounties in a while because they're too high level for me.
rip.
So I've just been doing the quests. Doesn't give nearly as much reputation as if you do both, but once the world level decrease comes out, everything will be way better.
I've talked to her before in multiplayer. Let me rework.
Yeah, she's registering for me instead of for you.
That's why I warped away to see if I just didn't load in properly or something.
Oh, can only be used in your world. Okay, so I can't actually do anything, but for some reason I could talk to her.
Game? There it is. Okay, fine. Yeah, I just didn't load in properly.
Didn't run in properly.
I was like, I know I've talked to her in co-op before. Okay, so now what's this bounty? Road to the Chasm, mine. Invulnerable to Pyro, it takes increased electro damage. Ooh la la. And I just see Lisa.
I think we're good on electro damage.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to I think I'll go official. Actually, beta or official? What should I do? Because beta, I think, has. I'm gonna go Beto. Because Beto can just throw their attack back at them. Oh, and it's at the annoying spot. Oh no.
Hmm?
All tasks have been handed.
There's no warp
How relaxing.
point at it.
Oh, to the chasm.
Soon. I imagine there'll be a warp point like right there when the chasm drops, though.
Probably. There'll probably be something right there when the chasm comes out. You went to a different waypoint than I did.
Because I could glide down from here.
I mean, I can glide down from here, so. Shi Pool. I also wonder what the aesthetic is going to be for Inazuma. I mean, you know, for like for Liyue, it was like Chinese, and Mondstadt was, I don't know, I guess, I don't know what you would call Mondstadt's like design. I mean, if I think the name Inazuma, it might be like Japanese.
I think it is, because did you do the Stars event? The one with Fischl and Mona?
Yep, I did.
I'm going the wrong way. But in it, we see someone that I think is from Inazuma.
Okay.
It's one of the harbingers, I think.
Yeah, Skirmash.
And I think it said like he's from Inazuma because you know that's what they said. The guy from Inazuma or whatever.
Right.
And he has the classic like Japanese. I think it's classic Japanese like top hat or whatever, or hat. So it seems like it might be based on Japan and Japanese.
Japan, right?
Which I kind of like that. It makes things interesting when different regions are based off different real things, because it's like you can see where they got the inspiration from.
Right. I agree. That's why, like, when you look at my world, like, the Kitsune are all based off of, like, Japanese stuff, and then the Bestials are all based off of Filipino stuff and things like that.
Where is it? This one. I'm just ignoring that guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Power doesn't affect. Yes. I'm very curious how Paimon gets this information from like a flower. Like seriously, Paimon, you what's you smoking?
It probably just has something to do with the elements, the elemental energy that's tied into the whole thing, the thing that they're looking at.
And then determine like it's good against like Electro or whatever, because of killing an enemy. Like,
right.
Okay. Or Electro is good against it, I should say.
Right.
Okay, Stone Hydrological is this way. And you've aggroed this camp.
Yep. I appear to have some aggro on this camp here.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Okay, there's just a guy over there.
Yeah. I
Incoming.
can sit here and hit him with Barber a couple of times to get some healing. There we go.
Okay, and then this way is the Stonehide Lala Churl. Up there he is. Hey, nerd! We're here for your hand in.
See.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Hit me! That's right.
For a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Ow. Ow.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I have apparently missed. Oop. That. Yeah, I saw that. Oop. Oh, that did not hit me. No, I ref. Hit me. Attack me. Punch me. Do something. Hey, you.
He seems to be pretty aggressive towards me right now.
Go, Barbara.
I've noticed. Hey, you.
My.
Get back here. What? I'm the one you want to be attacking. Jesus Christ. Smack me.
He refuses.
Let's dance.
Hey. Hey, you. Dickwad. Right here. Hit me. That's right.
Speed of light.
Jesus.
Whee!
Oh, I did not mean to do that. It just... Why did it target the small one? That was the wrong one for it to target.
Maybe I just had more aggro because I was dealing more damage. I don't know if this game has a...
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Right then, that was interesting.
Uh-huh. This poor Millilith.
Also, I have no idea why it just used my elemental burst when I wasn't pushing any buttons on the controller.
Huh.
She teleported in and were on top of me and were floating and then fell into the floor. And then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then all of a sudden my elemental burst goes off. I'm like just sitting here holding the controller, not even pushing buttons.
All tasks have been handed out.
How's my reputation anyway? Whoop. It's an increased level. Okay, what's this? Invulnerable to physical damage. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Oh wait, what is it? That's the Ruin Hunter.
Oh, Ruin Hunters are...
Oh wait, hang on.
Ruin Hunters aren't too bad.
Give me my reward of
Been handed out.
Who's that skulking around?
a portable stove. Yes. Because there's because that's clearly a thing that I need. And this is so advanced that it's a step-by-step diagram for making an Adepti Seeker's stove.
Been handed out.
Adepti Seeker.
How relaxing.
I guess I have no idea how useful it is. Anyway, where is this? Oh, it is in Kuji Slope.
As I gaze
So we're basically going to the pirates fine, except not.
up inside of me.
Okay.
It looks like this is another... Actually, I don't want Beto. thinking on it. I want Chung Yun. Oh boy, this is. This is gonna be fun because there's so many ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at least it's raining, which is a good thing for electro characters.
Right.
I'm being attacked by a cryo. I'm going to leave. Oh my god, I had to go all the way over here.
Don't be such a... My. Yep.
Wait, did you just aggro? Please, come down here.
Hmm?
Yes! Now, the fact that you're... Oh, it moved?
You say, I mean, one nice thing is that it's raining, so, you know.
Well, we know there's also a cryo enemy, which is... Okay, don't die. Pro tip, don't die.
Not dying is generally a good idea, yes. Ah, this must be the dude that was the bounty.
Yeah. He is already almost dead.
Let's spark things up a little.
Just slightly. Fortunately, he seems to have gotten out of my lightning ring there. That's unfortunate.
Don't blink.
And I got my ult back in the process.
Nice. Almost
I used my
got
ult 3 times.
And off to Leeway. Yeah, I'm still working on Mondstadt reputation.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had maxed out my monster reputation, but I hadn't even finished. Okay, that's weird. But I hadn't finished the Archon quest,
Okay.
so I couldn't even begin this.
Tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
So
Right.
Otherwise, this probably would have been done, or at least close to being done.
Right.
Now I just gotta wait for her to spawn in, because she's visibly there, but her model is most certainly, or her physical model is not there.
Right.
As evident with me just walking right through her, no reaction.
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing. Speed of light.
There it is. Up that. I don't know why you're just down there, but claim reward.
That was the wrong button.
Oh, this is wow. That's another physical immunity elemental increased, but sadly I can't accept because I've hit the max.
Yeah, because you can only do what, 3 at a time?
3 a week.
Yeah, 3 a week. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop out for a moment.
Okay. I think I will as well, just so I can see what that stove is about.
See what? See what?
What
now?
what the stove is about.
What the stove is about. I think it just basically lets you create like spots that you can cook at freely.
Well, I mean, yeah, I imagine that's what it is, but I'm not that hard pressed to just plop down a stove to cook.
Right.
So unless it's like it guarantee like it's you don't even need pyro to do it.
Right. So I need this.
Is this a blacksmith thing? Yeah, I think it's a blacksmith thing. Okay.
Oh, the
Blacksmith,
stove?
where are you? Yep. Which kind of makes sense. You know, it's not a thing I just whip out on a crafting bin or table.
Right. Then I need 3 of these. And that should be all I need to push up you.
Huh?
Yeah! Unlock new talent, Sanguine Rogue. Or Sanguine Rouge, whatever it says, whatever that word is. Alright, level 63 now. Okay, so I need that. I need to find Noelle. Where'd she go? There she is. Right, I need the
Are you tired?
Decardian's Epic.
Try 'em.
I don't know how much of that I even have.
I mean, you should have enough if you need 3. You
I
just need to
like
craft it up.
6.
Ah.
But yeah, I just gotta craft things and see what I need from there.
I do like that they're going to make it to where the stations remember what the character you used last.
Right, that'll be nice.
And I kind of hope it's like it can be per item too. Because that way, you know, you don't have to switch between who you're fixing with food.
Right.
Or at the very least, between types of items.
Right.
Also, I like how Hutel's ability is, when she cooks a perfect dish, she has a chance of just also getting a suspicious dish.
I'm sure
Right.
I'll wake you up.
Like, really now?
Weapon. So I need this black crystal horn. Can I make some black crystal horns? I wonder. Yes, I can. Quite a few of them, actually. I only need 2, so I'm going to craft 2 for now.
Let's see, a portable stove that can be quickly set up for cooking in the environment. If you enter into combat nearby, it will be destroyed. That sounds dumb.
Hints? Yay! 414 base attack.
Like, am I the only like that sounds just like, oh, if you enter combat nearby it, it just destroys itself? Like, that doesn't sound like that should work like that, because that just... Really? If something is that fragile, why are you cooking with it?
Right. Wow. That only gives me 7.
And she's off.
Hence, higher refinement level item selected. Is she want to do this? Yes. Because it's only it's only giving me freaking 7 levels by using that. That's okay.
On my way.
Oh, okay. Don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. just go until it stops. There we go. They do give me the lower tier when I do that. There we go. 449 base attack.
I've got Chun Yun's ability to 429 base attack. Also, this has a physical damage bonus of 28.4%, but I realize that, you know, that's actually kind of bad on Chun Yun because of his infusion ability. But,
So,
you know what? I don't care enough.
So Noelle now has my strongest weapon, because it's the only one that's at level 80 now.
Nice.
But it is at level 80. Send a weapon to phase 5. Oh, that was the first time I've ever ascended a weapon even to phase 5. Holy crap. Okay.
So let's see. You.
But yeah, Noelle has my highest tier weapon and everything now.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Highest tier because it's a 4-star. And then highest level weapon as well.
You know, that actually looks kind of neat. For a stove, anyway.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a couple more just because.
And now I'm out of gold. Or more, I should say.
Yeah.
Just completely out of Mora at this point. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna hit this Blossom.
I mean, you can always. Yeah, wait. It's. I was gonna say you could come to my world, but my world has lower Mora gain.
Yeah, well, I'm not even doing Mora Blossom. I'm doing one of the Knowledge Blossoms. Because I need experience for some of my characters. So. But yeah, I mean, I do also need to get Mora as well. But. Since I get a.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh my god.
Oh.
1400 damage.
That's how much damage you're doing?
Yep.
Nice.
1400 with Noelle. But gosh dang. There's so much damage now. Somebody will probably say, well, if you weren't Noelle, you could be doing way more. It's like, yes, but also it's Noelle, and she is like defense stacked, which she attacks with defense. So like, it is still big numbers.
Made wood. I'll catch up.
Wow! 2,000.
Nice.
I mean, granted, I've seen some people do like 4K, but
That's adorable compared to what I've seen people do. I've seen someone use Hu Tao to do over 1 million damage.
oh jeez.
Because of melt.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
I've also saw Ruin Hunter do 300 K damage
Nice.
to a D-Luke. That's not nice. The D-Luke was annihilated.
Well, yeah. obviously. Still, 300k damage.
I think that's a bit much.
It's a bit much, yeah.
It's like, screw you in particular.
Right. I mean, I've definitely seen that kind of damage go out before, so...
Time to clean up.
I mean, how many times have I been one-shot from enemies? Because of how high level everything is, how high level all the enemies are for me. Oh my god. Stupid Animo Shaman.
Right. But I was expecting this, the stove to be thing on the ground. Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you. But it floats. I see why it says Adeptus thing. Oh, it just finished. Okay, it's time.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would be a time thing. But that is pretty cool, though.
So I'm pretty much useless, but
Yeah.
I have some now. If I ever truly was hard pressed to get more healing, more than over 600 plus healing, I'll think about using it.
Speaking of Mondstadt reputation, I feel like it's been almost a week since I last did. It hasn't been a week because I've still got the Stellar Reunion. But I feel like it's been almost a week since I did anything here. Let me see if I can do anything. Yeah, no, the things have reset since the last time.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and accept all 3 of the requests. And maybe even look into the bounties. 3 Mistflower Corollas, 3 Cecilias, and 6 servings of fowl. I feel like I have those, but I don't actually know.
Did something terrible happen again? And which should I choose?
Oh, this hasn't finished yet. Okay. Quests. Connor's Brew. I'm guessing over by... Yep, Dawn Winery. No surprise.
Right.
I would just have to hope I have them, because I don't actually remember where Mistflower Corollas come from.
I think they're the ice flowers.
Probably
Yeah,
have them then, because I've definitely, I regularly pick those up.
If not, you can find a bunch of, or you can find them near the Dawn Winery.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I've thought I've had it, and I go there and it's like, you don't have any. I'm like, what? Connor. Little bird told me you need the Corollas. Here they are. Oh, yeah, I have 32.
You have half a sack?
And then next is... Alfred's Bouquet, 3 Cecilias. He is way the heck over there. Good to know. He is behind the Mondstadt Monastery.
guess while you're doing that, I'll handle my commissions.
Yes, might as well handle your commission since I've already handled mine.
And it doesn't. I don't think Mystic's going to be joining, considering the aforementioned being kicked out of or booted from the room that has the device.
Right. I have 55 of those, so we're good on Cecilia's. Achievement complete, hero in training.
The sun is setting in his sky.
And then Brooke the Carnivore wants 6 servings of fowl. He's over here in Springvale. I do technically need to gather these Philanimo
Meat is the meaning of
things.
life.
Oh, Brooke is this person. It's not a he, it's a she. Here they are. 75. Alright, that is the requests done. So let's head back. And see where our reputation is at. I went to the wrong waypoint. Oh well. It would probably take longer to go to teleport to the other waypoint than it would be just to fly over there. That's the worst thing. It's when teleporting takes longer than just running.
Right. It's worse for Mystic because of load times.
Yeah.
Like for her, it can be quicker for her to run to something that would I'm there in like 2 seconds.
Right. Oh, really? I'm like right there.
Okay, I guess
I need
she's
20
playing.
more reputation. Let's see.
I guess Mystic's currently going through Emerald.
Vulnerable to electro, vulnerable to pyro. What do I even get from this? Do I even care about this stuff? Vulnerable to hydro damage, takes increased damage from bow wielders. Polearm wielders. This guy is gonna be stupid hard. Increased electro damage. I think I'll just go with the regular. I don't really, like, I'm 20 reputation away. I don't really need to go pop out the 80 reputation, so I'll just do the 60, but then I get the portable waypoint. Yay.
Nice.
Also, if I do the lower tier one, it will be easier because it won't be as high level. Oh, frick, I have to fight that guy.
Bye-bye. Get them! You're toast!
Where are you wanting me to go, game? Oh, up here. Oh, okay. Now I gotta kill that guy.
I'll catch up.
I really did not tell you to do that game, but I can see where you got confused. There he be.
Boba, get them!
Wooden shield molecule.
Boba, get them!
Oh, but get that. Yeah! So that implode is really nice.
I'm getting close to getting friendship now with Fischl.
Nice.
She's probably gonna be the first person that gets friendship did. Because the closest person I have is Zhongli, and I've switched to using Zhao for the moment. Plus, he's like half a bar away from Fischl.
Nice and spicy.
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
Time to get wrecked. Bounty complete. That's what you get. Now I can, excuse me, now I can start working on Liyue.
Nice.
Because I got the, I mean, I was mostly going for the portable waypoint, so.
Fair. Fair. Put a waypoint is a nice feature.
Yes. Play Reward. 60 Mondstadt experience and 200,000 Mora. Level 6 reputation level. And claim the diagram for the Animo treasure compass and the portable waypoint. I just have to remember how to do this.
You gotta go into the inventory to get it.
Complete 20 requests. Yeah, into the inventory. And then it's one of these. Here they are. Click on both of those. Neat. So now, how does the Animo compass thing work?
So the Animo compass thing works by... I can actually show you if you want. I can actually give you a visual.
Okay.
Of it.
Yeah, I can come back to your world now. Give me just a second. Now that I have the butter. Yeah. I can start cooking these again. Adventurer's breakfast sandwich.
I'm going to de-equip my season.
Boing. Just working on trying to perfect new recipes.
Right.
Okay, everything else I have is perfected already. Everything else that I can make, rather, is already perfected. So I just need more ingredients of various kinds. But that's alright. Secret commissions. Complete 3 requests. Oh, yeah, I should go do Storm Terror. That Storm Terror is like one of the ones that takes like 60, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so I probably... That's right. I keep saying that. I should wait until I have resin, and then I keep doing many things that require resin instead of that. So...
Let's take her back. Puppy.
Do.
You seem
Oh, that's right.
tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
That's why I have this equipped, because that one is completely useless. I'm curious what the tainted blood and monolith fragments are going to come into play with later in the story.
Right.
Because, I mean, obviously those are going to be important for, like, probably the end. They'll probably be like, oh, these give the traveler a bunch of power, and then you fight the final boss with those.
Right.
So, bum.
Okay. What's being said? So the gadget, I realize we're in the wrong place for it. Thinking on it.
Yeah, we'd have to go to the Mondstadt area.
I'm going to
Springvale.
I've already went to a place. I'm at the domain to the left of Star Snatch Cliff.
Yep, I see that. Okay.
So if I do this, you see this, right?
Yeah.
So that is the thing. That's your visual for what it does. As it stands now, it's on a 5-second cooldown, and it's finding nothing.
Right.
So if we walk around, and I just do it every so often, It's got a decent range too, so you don't have to worry about getting too close to things.
Right.
But it kind of circles in place there, and it's on a cooldown of 5 seconds.
Someone needs assistance.
Still nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Still nothing.
I probably need to craft the compass. Where I do
Yes.
that at the blacksmith, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, because it's been a while since I did anything with the, since I made the other gadget, so I've kind of like, wait a minute, I've forgotten where I have to go to actually craft
well, the way the portable waypoint is alchemy table, and then yes, really, still nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Surely, should run into chests eventually.
You would think.
Little one.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, you can't use it during combat, of course. So those guys are actually a little annoying.
Yeah, the dendro slimes in particular. Dangerous cluster, random event.
Let me switch out characters real quick before you go aggroing them, and I can't. Because I kind of want Official to be there quicker.
By royal decree. Useless.
Event complete.
Woot. Nothing.
Send companionship experience.
Okay, I guess let's head in this direction, because this all counts towards it. Come on. I've cleared out most of Mondstadt, which is why it's not finding a chest very easily.
Right. I mean, I kind of figured that, now that you had the compass, you probably cleared out a lot of stuff.
Right. Like, this area is the only place that isn't 100%.
Okay.
That isn't Dragonspine. It does not work on Dragonspine.
Right. Makes sense.
Even though Dragonspine's Mondstadt.
Right. I mean, Dragonspine is also Dragonspine, so kind of makes sense.
I guess up we go. There's a waypoint, I'm teleporting. There's a waypoint that makes it easier to get up there.
Indeed.
That squirrel doesn't exist apparently. I said that squirrel doesn't exist apparently, or didn't exist apparently.
Oh
my god, how many enemies have seen me?
There's actually quite a few enemies in this area, so...
Right.
Useless. Someone needs assistance.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's a rip.
Hmm?
That was a rip.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I've scoured enough that I should see at least one chest. Seriously, what? How am I not finding anything? I guess I'll go to Stormbearer's Point, or near Stormbearer's Point.
One bear point. Over to the waypoint there.
Mm-hmm.
Race you!
I don't know if I went this way.
So there must be just like one chest or something left.
Nice and spicy!
I mean, I guess I am at 90%. I'm at 98%. There's like a few chests.
Race you!
Right.
There's only like 5 or 6 chests that remain.
Boba, hit them!
Get out of my way!
I'll just have to go and actually craft the compass itself.
Right. It's not a consumable though, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the gadgets, so.
But seriously, what? Where is the remaining chests?
Right.
Nice and spicy!
I'm not in. I wasn't in combat.
Get out of my way!
No, but it probably counted you as in combat because it counted me in combat.
No. It can distinguish.
Hmm.
Race you!
You know, I have a good idea where I can find chests, even though it's supposed to be 100% completed. I'm going to Stormbearer's Domain.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna have to wait a minute though, because it has a longer cooldown when it finds something. 30-second cooldown instead of a 5-second.
Interesting.
So if I stand here, and I use it, you see the thing, and it goes the direction.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So over this
That
way,
chest there.
what chest do you see?
I thought I saw a chest, but it was a barrel.
I was gonna say I don't see chests, so
Yeah, I saw this barrel and I figured that was the chest, but because I thought it looked like a chest, but it was not a chest; it was a barrel.
then I can use it again. I did not see. Apparently, the barrier is right there, and not where I thought it was.
The day has finally come.
Excuse me.
You died in the barrier?
I shouldn't have, because that's, the part where, at least I'm pretty sure that's the part where you're supposed to go up.
Yeah.
And I still... Oh, yeah, that's right. That...
Right.
Attempt to... Because there's a...
Eat this!
There's a gust right here
Boom.
that you would think puts you, yeah, it puts you over the barrier. Why didn't I go over the barrier before? What? What the fuck was that?
What did it do?
Did you not see?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, that was so dumb. Oh, that was actually stupid. Like, I was clear on the outside of the barrier, and as I went down, it dragged me into here.
Wow.
Let's see if it happens again, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's actually stupid. I go well above the barrier. I go over the barrier. I go down. See, what the heck? Did you see it that time?
I mean, it looked like you used your attack ability.
But did you not see it drag me in?
So, I don't know that I saw it like drag you in, but I did see you go like downwards. I was a little far away, so I couldn't exactly see.
Come on, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. Okay. I went down just too low.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come back over here, I will show you the what the heck?
Still need me.
Noelle, you okay there? Yeah. Are you over here?
Give me just a moment. I went to the statue to recover since Noelle was dead and Jingling here was almost dead. So I'll go back.
I need to go to the statue too. But I see what's happening, but that's just weird.
Right.
It makes no sense. Let's see. It's right over here. So I do my down attack here.
Yeah.
Did you see it that time?
Yeah, I saw it actually like pull you in that time.
And I see what it is now. Hello, can I climb up? Thank you. Because that whole area is, I guess, not or within a barrier itself, even though it doesn't look like it should be. Because I got to the other side, I actually went a bit farther, and I actually was outside of another barrier. So it's just really.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. You don't see the barrier when you jump down.
Right.
I am inside. I was inside that wind. Thank you. Yeah, just like this path right below me doesn't actually exist.
Huh.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Yep, that's.
The day has finally come.
I didn't see it until I was already hit by it.
Wow.
And that's kind of janky, mate. Oh, come on! I wasn't touching that. I very clearly had enough space. Because I was going around, but...
Right.
Now I got
Michelle? No.
Well, at least you're on this side of it now.
Yeah, that's an entire area that you can't actually get to.
Hmm. Nah. Yeah, the barrier's right there.
You bitch!
Boink,
I don't...
boink,
I'm not counting that as a death.
boink.
Because it just sent... Instead of, sending me backwards, it just, threw me that way.
Right. Boink.
I do not accept that as a death. And I will never accept that as a death. Where is it? It says it's this way. Does I see a chest?
I don't see one around here now. Maybe down below?
This... Ah, here it is.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it leads you right to it.
Neat. Oi. He dead. Oh, I can't seal their meats.
Now I got
Right.
cramps.
In Breath of the Wild, you would be able to steal their meats.
Uh-huh.
Oi. Neat. So yeah, I'll just have to go actually make it. I hadn't actually made it yet, because I forgot that I had to.
Right. And then this right here is the stove.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know where I pulled it out of, but, this is Jab we're talking about. He is an adept.
Right. Yep, I can cook with it. So...
I currently have enough ingredients to cook everything in my thing.
Ah.
It's because I don't cook much.
Yeah. I will admit that I don't, go in and cook a lot,
Someone
so...
needs assistance.
Oh, I see. There's also a 300-second timer. I'm putting another one down. Fair enough.
So destroy
Yeah, I've
it.
done the math of how much healing things I have, and I'm do it again because I don't remember. Let's see, how much healing do I genuinely have? Just healing items. 285. 5 plus 2 plus 8 plus 6 plus 1, 6 plus 15 plus. Oh.
I'm just dropping out long enough. I'm dropping out so I can go get the thing.
I hope they get rid of the fact that that just removes you from the menus.
Oof. That would be nice. Portable waypoint.
So yeah.
What the heck?
That was last.
Luminescent spine found in the wild. Oh, light emanating part of a firefly. Okay. Craft. Now I assume that the portable waypoint you need like multiple of.
Yeah, every time you place one down, it is consumable.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you can only also have one active at a time, but that's fine.
And it lasts a week. But so, not including my apples and sunsetias, I have 1,134 healing items.
Neat.
Counting my those items.
Need the crystal chunks.
Counting those items, I have 2,080. I don't know if I need healing for a while. But I'm still going to purchase up every healing item that shows up in the shops.
Hard work is all.
I need to pick up some crystal chunks. Here we go. Good amount of white iron around here too. Okay, I picked up all of those ones. And then they're just all around Wolvendom right now. I remember the first time I went to Wolvendom, it was kind of like completely on accident.
Someone needs assistance.
Right.
Like it wasn't for a quest or anything. And I was like, oh, this seems like an interesting place. And I explored like half of it. And then I was like, then I left. And then somebody was like, well, there's a boss in Wolvendom. I'm like, I never saw like a boss in Wolvendom. And it turns out it was the area the one like small section of Wolvendom that I hadn't explored.
So, I remember my venture of Wolvendom, or at least when I first entered. I hadn't encountered the boss, I hadn't encountered the quest at all. Or I think I might have encountered the prerequisite, or the previous quest line. But I hadn't gotten that quest. I had, just been exploring. I might have actually come from, I don't know which way I came from, I don't remember. But I know that I had stumbled across this area. And I got up and I saw, because I had saw that the thing on the map And I'm like,
Right.
oh, that looks like an interesting area. What is it? Going to it was I don't remember much of going to it. All I know is that I came up to it, and I'm fairly certain my first reaction to seeing it was, that's a boss arena. I don't know if I want to go in there. Because I didn't know it was triggered by a quest first, and then, you know...
Right.
But it's just like, maybe another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when I first started out on this game, I was not oriented well at all. Because somehow, despite there being a pretty decent size, or roughly at the time, the same size gap between the two world borders in Bright Crown Mountain,
Right.
you know, with the Storm Terror's domain,
Yeah.
there's the same thing with Leeway. And I remember swearing that I tried to go both ways, but I was blocked off by a wind wall.
Right.
I had apparently never went towards the direction of Leeway enough, or had gotten turned around and thought I couldn't get through there as of a border.
Right.
It wasn't until like Mystic had said like, "Have you been to Leeway or whatever?" And like, I can't go there. There's one board's like, "No, that's Storm. That's a different place."
That's Storm Terror. That's funny.
And it's a big game, so it's understandable that you get turned around a bit.
Right.
But I've mostly figured out how to move around pretty well.
Mostly, yeah. I understand that. Yeah, I mean, I remember playing Breath of the Wild. And, like, the first time I played through Breath of the Wild, it was just like, I don't know where anything is. I can't find anything. Because it's such a big, like, it's so big. It's interesting because now it's like, oh, I need to go there, and I know right where that is, even without, like, discovering the map nowadays. But it's like when it's starting out, it was like, oh, I need to go to the Gerudo Desert. Where the heck is that? You know? It's like,
I don't know if I've ever had that problem with.
Hmm?
I don't know if I've ever had that problem with Breath of the Wild. I mean, sure, I didn't know where places were, but I don't think I was like, oh, where do I go here? Or, like, where do I find that?
Yeah.
Then again, it's one of those, like, I just explored.
Yeah.
So.
I did, I mean, oh wow. I barely got any crystals off of that. Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time exploring, honestly. I mean, it's a big game, and there's a lot to see and a lot to do in that game. Even today, people are actually still, like, discovering new things that we hadn't even known were in the game before. And it's just like, how does a game last 4 years and people are still discovering new things about it, you know? But it's just because it's that big of a game, and it's...
And, you know, here's hoping that this game is even bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's looking like it probably is going to be quite a bit bigger.
Right. Well, there's supposed to be 8 zones by the end. And if they're all, you know, as big as we've seen up till now, then I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some pretty big areas and stuff as we go along.
I mean, there was, I believe, a leak of the full map that's planned.
Right.
And it's a big map.
Yeah.
Like, there's a volcano area, because, you know, the Pyro Nation, or whatever.
Yeah. The Fire Nation.
Right. Snezhnaya is like a ice plane.
Right.
At least that's, I think.
Yep.
Uh,
I mean, Cryo Archon and all that, so...
Right.
But yeah, it's cold in Snezhnaya.
Mm-hmm.
So they have mentioned that before.
I know. Someone had managed to glitch out of bound of the world border,
right,
and looked into the chasm, and they're kind of guessing that maybe the chasm is some sort of deserty area. Because of the textures that are there.
Right.
And I don't remember the map enough to say if that is plot or is what the map looked like.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll just have to see. I mean, it'll be real interesting to see what this game looks like when it reaches, you know, its prime, when it reaches, you know, near the end.
Mm-hmm. The climax.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's gonna be just so much more content added.
Oh yeah, like you can even tell from the map that we have like the map on the map screen. You can scroll over by quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's not to say they can't or won't increase it, because I feel like this isn't big enough for the map they have planned.
Right. And there's a lot of stuff. So there is a map that you can go out and find that has, it's basically like somebody ripped the full map file from the game. You know, and how it like all currently looks and everything.
Right.
And like there's just a lot of like land that like we don't even have access to yet.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know, on the original map before they even released Dragon Spine, like there was an entire section on that map for Dragon Spine. You couldn't see it in game. But the people that ripped the full map out of the game, it was like, oh cool, so like that's the Dragon Spine area. But then when they actually released the Dragon Spine, it was like completely different in the end. I remember logging on after the Dragon Spine update and looking out to Dragon Spine and being like, well, that mountain got like twice as big.
Right.
Because they, actually sat down and did, the modeling and stuff that was needed to make the area a full-fledged area. And at that point it was like, well, the whole place has gotten considerably larger and considerably different. And I even looked at, like, the old map versus the Dragon Spine map. I'm like, okay, here's where they added things, and here's where they changed an entire river, and like, these things just didn't exist until after they did that. So
Someone needs assistance.
It'll be interesting to see what the full version of everything looks like.
My.
Most certainly.
Let's spark things up a little.
I'm not gonna kill these guys in 30 seconds. Nowhere even close. Killed one of them in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I think is the map. Here's a better map. Let's see. See, the Inazuma looks pretty big.
Right.
And then there's...
Keep going.
Okay, I know this has many of these crystals. I just don't know where. I'm going to open up the Genshin map so that I can actually see the stuff. I need to find this.
It seems like past the chasm, there's Sumero, the Dendro area. On the bottom left hand is Natlan, the Pyro area, which looks to be a volcano.
Nice.
There's a place that's dubbed Nightmare's Eye, which sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's Snezhnaya, the Cryo area, Ice Plains, Snow Mountain, Ice Waterfall. There's Dragon Snow City, which is a really awesome name for a city. Or Dragon Shadow. My bad. Dragon Shadow. Even cooler.
Dragon Shadow. That does sound like a pretty cool name for a city.
So that's not Celeste. That's separate from the south. Yeah, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the areas. Actually, the map on here might actually be big enough to get it all. And again, there's a lot of room out this way that doesn't show up on the map.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to come.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things that they're probably gonna get added and stuff like that. So
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance.
I am
I'll catch
not
up.
connected to the server at the moment, so that's always fun. Don't know if then it will register that I have moved over here into this area. Reconnecting the server.
Rip.
Wow, that sent me back quite a bit actually. That's unfortunate. God dang, where are these stupid crystals that I need?
What crystals?
I need the, which one are they? The crystal chunks. Like, I'm running all around Storm Terror's lair, and I'm just, like, not finding hardly any out here. I know they're here.
The rock crystal chunks?
Yeah.
Do you have Ningguang?
Ningguang? No.
Is Ningguang, I believe her ability is she shows you where ore deposits are.
I mean, I have a map that tells me, like, where the ore deposits are. I'm trying to follow it, but I'm wandering around in some of the areas where it shows, and I'm still finding, like, nothing here. I'm like, where are these, like, the ores
Nice
that I
and
need?
spicy.
And you can also get them from expeditions, so...
Yeah. I just want to make the thing, you know, as soon as I can.
What thing?
I have the compass. Trying to make the compass. I need 50 and I have 38. So, oh frick.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
You guys are just being a pain. Shouldn't even be able to have Electro and Hydro stacked on you without getting an Electro charge, and yet somehow you do.
What kind of enemy is it?
That was the Electro slimes.
They might be immune to electro charge?
Yeah, they are immune to Electro charge, but it should still trigger, even if they're immune. But they literally had both Electro and Hydro stacked on them, without the electro charge triggering.
I guess because they're immune, it just didn't trigger.
Well, unless it's something they changed, but... I don't know. Hey, there's some crystal chunks, finally. Finally found a batch of them. Did they add more Sealies to Mondstadt? I don't remember half these Sealies.
I don't think they did.
I'm finding like a ton of them lately. I'm going, I swear that like I collected all the Sealies in Storm Terrace Lair. But I'm like constantly finding Sealies up here. Okay, there's like 4 chunks here. What? How have I
I'll catch up.
literally lost track of all of them?
No clue.
I'm so confused. There are definitely many crystal chunks, and none of them are here anymore. I only picked up 1. And there were many more earlier.
Huh.
Well, there's a bunch down there if I go that way. Let's see. Yeah, you'll have to link me that map, so I'll have to look at it.
Right.
Once the stream is over. I don't know that I want to share it because that's something that might that you might be able to get into trouble for like sharing around.
I'm pretty sure it was shared on Twitter, so...
Right. But like Twitter, they can't like link your account to you kind of thing, so...
Right.
Like I know that, like World of Warcraft, for example, somebody leaked stuff about the Shadowlands expansion, and like they got like banned for like 90 days or something like that for doing that.
Wow.
So, because I mean, you know, they literally just, you know, leaked some stuff. And it wasn't like, oh, the developer leaked it. It was like something happened and a couple people got like invited to like the Blizzard headquarters. And they got like a sneak preview of some stuff. And then it was like, oh, you know, just make sure you don't, you know, tell anybody about this stuff. And then they did. And it was like, well.
Well, then in that case, that they probably got banned because they went against their agreement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with you. Goodbye. But yeah, I mean, you know, the main thing probably does involve, you know, they went up against the agreement and stuff, but I just know that like some of like it wasn't just them, it was some of the other people that were like spreading the information afterwards. So
well, you can. It is possible to Google it too.
yeah.
If you need crystal chunks, I'm right near some in my world.
Okay.
Just murdering the things next to it.
I might come over there in a minute. According to the Genshin interactive map that I have, I'm supposedly right next to some. I'm just trying to get to that section that's supposed to have like a bunch.
Well, I got 1, 2, 3 different things next to me.
Okay. That is a Sealy. That is not crystal chunks. They are the same color, unfortunately. On a side note, I have been keeping track of what's been going on with the Caves and Cliffs update of Minecraft, and it's looking really good.
Nice.
Like they've really put in some work. I mean, I still don't know that I feel that they have solved the issue of like, oh, there's just nothing to mine. But they definitely have fixed like now there's like there is actually like, you know, things to see down in the mine.
Yeah, I have not been keeping up with it.
Yeah. Well, so the new caves have like higher ore levels of ore deposits than current Minecraft has, by like a lot, but also by like not a lot at the same time. Because under certain conditions, like instead of it being like currently in Minecraft, it's like, oh, if you're at Y level 16, that's where diamonds can be found, you know? And it's like, just Y level 16 or below is just like, this is where diamonds start spawning. But in the new version, it's like,
I'll catch up.
Y level 16 is where diamonds start spawning, but if you go down to like Y minus 32, you can find mostly diamond veins. So, and they increased the height to 320 and decreased the depth down to negative 64.
Someone needs assistance.
Right, and more of that much.
So it's like, oh, you can just like find, like you can find giant Like, you can do that with emeralds, too, if you go into the mountains. You know, currently with Extreme Hills, you find one, you know, diamond ore block every once in a great while. But the mountains are like, here's just entire veins of emeralds now.
This world is full of
And so that's going to be cool, because you can actually be able to, like, collect emeralds more and stuff.
That is the phone that's close to me. I'm going to BRB.
Okay. Okay, seriously? I'm supposedly right next to, like, 30 ore deposits, according to the map. Like, this area is just supposed to have all of them. I'm, like, not finding any ore deposits right now.
Someone needs assistance.
There's some over there. I mean, it is a big map, admittedly. Like, the areas listed on the map are pretty far spread out from where they actually are in game.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Hog.
Slightly startled me. I was not expecting doggo bark.
Yeah, it did the same. It did the same to me. I was just sitting here mining, and then suddenly bark. I'm like, what the heck? Didn't even know dog was there. How many of these do I have now? Probably still not enough. Good grief. I need 4 more.
I'm next to 3.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I'm actually going to quickly
might come over to your world here in just a second once I kill these guys. And then I'm fighting. Just trying to get more monies. More monies, more materials, and things like that. And killing hilly trail upon hilly trail is one way of doing that. There's supposedly so many in this area, and I'm like not finding any. This is a little annoying. I'd like to end the stream with getting this stupid compass thing.
right.
Solidify.
Crystal chunks. Oh yeah, many crystal chunks. There we go. That gave me a good handful.
You said you needed 4, right? And that was 4.
Yeah. Well, I think it ended up being like 6. Yeah, ended up being 6. How about that? Okay.
Huh,
Yeah.
I only got 4.
That's interesting.
I'll catch up.
Yeah, I ended up getting 6 off it.
And there she goes. I said, and there she goes.
Yep.
By myself.
I mean, that was what I came to get, was that. So.
Yep.
Then I could have Mondstadt. I mean, if I could access, the crafting stuff in your world, I wouldn't need to, but...
So that's still, what, 6 days away?
Yep, something like that.
Oh boy, I need to. I'm going to need to remember to or like a day before or whenever they launch the pre-download to get that started.
Right.
Because that's going to take a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Like something made. Yay! Animo treasure compass. There you go. So where is that at?
It is in the gadgets.
Oh, right. Right. I made it, but I have to actually wait for it to get forged, and then
Oh yeah.
it goes into my
True.
inventory. I'm like, I don't see it. I know I clicked the button. Right. Yes. Yeah, I forged it.
You gotta let it finish.
You actually, get it from the forge menu. There it is. I will equip that. Yay! So then you just LB and B, and boom. Alright, let's see. Where do I still need to explore? Quite a few places. Holy crap. Bright Crown Mountains, 80%. Starfell Valley, 82%. Let's see if we can find at least one chest. We've got a couple minutes before I have to end the stream. Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh, something that way. Alright.
Yeah, I got to the point where I was just, going along with the motions every so few bit, just running, doing the thing to do it, and then the only time I begin to pay attention is when it has a longer cooldown. Then I stop and just look back to see where it looks.
Right.
I see some of the magical chunks.
Past it, I got? Oh, it's that chest. Okay.
I like how one of Zhang Li's joining messages is sure. Like, sure, I'll go with you. And then one of Beto's is, I trust you. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I probably have died with her before, but she doesn't need to know that.
Right. What? Why is the Sealy going up the tree?
Because it's going up the tree. To troll you or whatever.
Right. I'm just following the Sealy, and all of a sudden it goes flying up a tree. I'm like, okay, I know it's not. I know your Sealy garden's not up there. Why are you going that way? Why do these things like to troll me so much?
Because they're mischievous little buggers.
Yep, that they are. Alright, well, we found a couple of chests using the Animo compass, which is nice. Yeah, here's another one, in fact. Got some raw meat out of that. So yeah, we have the Animo compass. It'll be nice to be able to try and find stuff with it. That is up that waterfall somewhere. There are many chests, apparently, that I have yet to find in this area, but I'm not surprised, considering 80%.
I mean, that's like 40 chests or so. 40 plus chests.
Right. Indeed. Oh, yep, there it is. I just looked, I wouldn't have even needed the compass for that one.
That's typically how it is. I kind of need to level up my board Bennett at some point. Because I feel like I resonate with his bad luck.
I never really have any interest in playing Bennett, honestly. Oh, wait, what? I found something, but I didn't see the trail. I don't know where the trail went. But definitely found something, because it hit the cooldown. Well, in either case, for those on YouTube, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any of the VODs that you have missed. Oh, I went that way. Okay. I will probably do a lot of searching for stuff off camera because this could get very boring just watching me do nothing but search. Oh.
I imagine it'd be one thing if, you know, like, you had people in your world messing around at the same time, but,
Right.
I can't, at least as of yet, I cannot join you. And it might still be a bit before I can. Which is sad.
That way, okay.
Because you can bet, even if you're more, like, even if I didn't world level and all that, if I could, I would. Even though I would probably die fairly quickly.
Right. I understand. Well, not a chest, but some iron chunks. But in either case, I guess with that, this was streamed live over at twitch.tv/SereneInc. Feel free to come by, hang out, chat with us, and whatnot. And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
See you later.